Well, welcome into week 2 of the Red Zone, and it's a big week for some of our borderland schools getting their first shot at the 2024 season out at Franklin High tonight for our Red Zone game of the week. The Cougars playing host to the Conquistadores of Del Valle, home to two of our brightest stars on the borderland, Jake Fetty and their do-it-all man, Shelton Fuller, first play of the game. Fuller here showing off some of his talent. The cutback makes a couple Cougars miss. The drive, though, would stall. Turnover on downs. Franklin's first drive would take almost the entire first quarter, setting up for this field goal attempt, and it is no good. Still scoreless second quarter now. DV driving. Fetty gonna escape the pocket and looking to Ryu Nunez, who catches the touchdown. Del Valle on the board first. Now the Conquistadores would tack on a field goal right here by the end of the first half off the post and in to take a 10-0 lead at the break, and they would convert that lead into a win. Bend but don't break for Del Valle, 24-14. DV 1-0 on the season. Franklin moves to 1-1. Out at the SAC tonight, some big times matchups as well. At the OG Stadium, Eastlake taking on Permian, and the Falcons came ready to play in this one. Steven Galindo takes the handoff, runs over a couple Panthers on his way to a touchdown, and we would have a lot of scoring in this game tonight. Ensuing kickoff for the Panthers. Permian set to return. Tyron Williams scoops it up. One man to beat. It's the kicker, and then there's no one between him and the end zone. It's a quick response for Permian. Falcons, though, going blow for blow in this game a bit later. Ethan Rivera going to connect with his man over the top for another touchdown, and points will get traded back and forth all game long, but it's Eastlake that falls in a close one, 56-49. Right next door at the SAC 2, Pebble Hills looking to bounce back after a loss last week up against Midland. Spartans looking good early. Joe Fernandez, their new quarterback, the keeper off the left edge, gonna seal the edge and slide in for the touchdown. Spartans get up early in a game that we could see as a rematch come postseason time if things go according to plan for both schools. Again, another close game, though. I don't know what it was about the SAC tonight. Midland responding. Cutter Lang, he's small, but he is fast. Makes one guy miss, and then he is down the sideline. No one gonna touch him before he gets inside the painted area. Touchdown Bulldogs. The game would settle in from there, but Midland outlasts Pebble Hills for the 28-23 win. To Trooper Stadium now, home opener for Julio Lopez and Eastwood. Davion Singleton and Chapin looking to play spoiler in this one. Early Huskies leading. New Trooper QB Joseph Cox finds Jaden Martinez to set them up inside the 10-yard line. A few plays later, it's Cox. He's going to call his own number, and he powers his way in for 6. Tie ball game, 14-14. Huskies holding their own, though. Evan Rivera looking deep, has Singleton free in the back of the end zone. That's too easy for number 4. Chapin retakes the lead, and we've now got a game on our hands. Troopers ball inside the 5-yard line. Nathan Chavira gets the handoff, keeps his legs moving to break the plane. They call that a touchdown for the Troop, and Eastwood will pull away a bit from there. This one just went final moments ago, and Eastwood picks up the win 49-34. A quick drive down Viscount now to Burgess. The Mustangs fell 40-0 last week, taking on a Fabens team that barely lost to Jefferson in week 1. Burgess ball early in this one. Handoff to Adrian Gomez, who gets the edge on the jet sweep, and he's going to sneak his way in for the score. The next Mustang possession, going to stick with the ground game. Luke Dexter Quinn the handoff and a run, bringing back shades of when Aaron Jones was on that very field. Tossing defenders left and right, even tossed one of his teammates en route to another touchdown run. Burgess playing like they had something to prove in this one tonight. They get the win in blowout fashion, 53-12. Now up I-10 to Las Cruces in the Field of Dreams. Mayfield and Oregon Mountain, both squads looking for win number 1 in 2024. Entered this one 0-2. Mayfield's Isaac Zuniga tackles Oregon Mountain's Jaden Gonzalez for the safety, so a 2-0 lead for the Trojans. A bit later, it's Anthony Navarez who keeps it on the QB keeper, gets the edge and in for the touchdown. Mayfield takes a 9-0 lead, and they would convert that to a 30-20 win.
We'll get up Friday morning, fly to El Paso. I've heard that it's a phenomenal place, vacation destination. You know, maybe we'll lie Friday evening, we'll lie in the beach chairs and overlook Juarez. Heard that's a beautiful city also.
Oh, man.
Well, what you just heard was Southern Utah's head football coach, Delane Fitzgerald, on his weekly coaches show. The Thunderbirds are coming to El Paso for the home opener for Scotty Walden and the Miners. And if this UTEP team needed any more motivation, well, Fitzgerald is prepared to give it to them.
They did bring in, what was it, 49 transfers, something like that. They're a rebuild, obviously a brand new coach, Austin Peay, who won the conference last year.
Yeah. It's hard to call it a rebuild. It's a build. What? Re means that at once upon a time they were good. Huge stadium, and they'll have 25,000 people in a stadium that seats 52,000. But that will be able to handle the crowd after last week.
I think so.
Yeah, so the gauntlet has been thrown down. We'll settle it at kickoff tomorrow night at 7 inside Sun Bowl Stadium. So, yeah, it's tough to hear that from an opposing coach, obviously giving the Miners just that extra bump that they needed for this game.
Extra motivation. Well, hopefully they're going to play good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, it's not a UFO, what you might have seen if you looked up in the sky tonight and saw some strange lights. That's next on CBS 410 on your side.